What is up, everybody? Seems to be a ton of people in chat today. What's good, Woohoo? What's good, Racer with the popcorn emoji? What's good, Alicia? How are we all doing? Let me actually exit this real quick. Oh no, I'm actually not. I'm gonna lie. Well, I have a couple things to touch on pre-game because I lowered the time so y'all don't have to listen to me yap for 5 minutes. I know that's not something on y'all's radar. You guys want to watch car soccer, and I get it. So I have 4 notes here that I wrote down pre-game. And the first one giving you guys a little bit of background. Baltimore, I think personally, from what I've seen, is the most skilled team in the league, and I am being led to think that. By 17 goals by Baltimore in one game. Of course, off the backbone of Bottomus Prime and King, I think they are the most dynamic duo in the league. They can pretty much pull off everything except play good defense. And that's going to be all led to Isopod if he can show up on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, can the core 2 of the Baysox keep up the insane momentum off of that game against Vegas? But we know that was a long time ago. That was May 14th. So, was that just a very long burst, or like a very short burst, or can they keep the momentum going? Moving on, can Kamale keep up the production that she's been working with? Really the backbone of this River Cats team, just kicking balls into the corner and just winning games for this Sacramento squad. I'm excited to see what she does. And of course, being the most offensively gifted team in the league, Baltimore's going to be scary on offense. I'd be scared if I was the River Cats. You just got to lock in at that point in time. But the River Cats need to have a brick wall of defense if they want to win. If they want to win and take these points home and uncrown the champions, they need to have the champions of this league right now being the top of the standings. They need to have a brick wall. All of the players need to be playing literal trap defense. They need to just sit back as soon as they get a goal in their defensive zone, and hopefully Bottomus and King don't pull a Zen play and start doing psychos off the wall and stuff like that. That would be insane for clips, though. I'm not going to lie. That would be nuclear. Anyway, 14 seconds left. Relief Bot and Isopod, the two grinders of these teams, they need to outgrind each other. They need to constantly be competing for this ball and just the game in general. They need to be hitting people. They need to play physical because, especially on the defensive side of the ball, you want to be smashing these star players. You want to be getting up in their face and not allowing them to pull off any fancy stuff. If you're Relief Bot and Worm. We haven't touched up on Worm, but the only thing I have for Worm is he needs to get in those sweet spots that Kamale will eventually make. I don't have any predictions for this one. I think it's going to be a very fun game to watch. That's really all I have to say. They're heading out on the field right now a little bit late, especially because the time of kickoff still says 1. I don't know really how to change that. But they're heading out now. I don't really have any predictions. I just say, look out for Kamale and King. King has been electric. Again, I still don't have any footage of them walking out. You're just going to have to imagine the cars driving out on the field. It's insanely cool, let me tell you that much. Oh boy, did I forget this again? Yeah, I did. Oh gosh, darn it. We're going to have another technical difficulty. Hold on. Again, technical difficulties. I'll keep the mic on. Let y'all relish in my defeat. Grab this real quick. Boom. Boom. Welcome to the ROBA. We have technical difficulties every other Thursday. I just said Thursday. I didn't actually know it was Thursday. Don't worry, I didn't take another nap. I just kind of forgot. Which is weird, because it says this is up, so I'm confused. Call me flabbergasted, even. I am mightily confused at this information that we have put ourselves in. Put ourselves in? How have we put ourselves in information? I need to stop yapping. I'm here to cast for car soccer. I'm not here to be funny. Because, as y'all know, I'm not very great at that. Not gifted in humor. Sadly. Alright, hopefully this doesn't... Well, this does work. Hopefully. They're heading back on for the kickoff. They really had to wait for the HUD to be messed up, to not be messed up. I run this, I can tell them what to do, and I told them to stop. They're going alright, just very slowly. They ruined the entire Baysox mojo, I guess. What's going on? Gotta check up on the field again and not my computer. They're still in that huddle. Quick, all the fans are leaving. They're going to the bathroom and getting snacks. Unacceptable. When did I tell y'all could get snacks? Alright, here we go one more time. If not, we're playing without the HUD. I know, boo, this happened during Vegas, and then it was the most boring game of all time. Trust me, this will be worth the wait. Actually, you know what? I will give y'all the exclusive permission to get popcorn in 5 seconds. Because they're literally still stalling. What were the Baysox planning that they needed to head onto the field at that exact moment in time? I'm gonna have to call that. I'm gonna have to drug test these guys in a minute. Like, continuing to wait on the Baysox now. Still huddling. I don't know how you huddle in car soccer. Alright, guys, let's put our nose together and think. The entire Octane squad just kind of sitting there. Actually mute my mic and see what's going on with the HUD right now. I got it fixed, and then they're still just stalling. We are so back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it going. Cut to the chase. Immediately kick off. This is the only field, to my knowledge, without grass. They were gonna play in a different one, but they had some technical difficulties. I actually don't know how the fans got in attendance. Are they like breathing underwater? Relief bot immediately scores as I'm just goofing and gaffing around. I didn't even see what happened. Immediate solo play by the so-called grinder. These third string players, they're not bad in the slightest. Comes King, bouncing the ball up to Kamale. Kamale with the aerial. He's flying to the roof, I guess. Worm is, I don't know what they're doing. Something. I don't know if y'all could see that. That was kind of crazy. Just boosting and going the normal speed. Cross pass, but nobody's there, and King's going to kick it out. It's Bottomus. Entire team aerialing. The aerial assault that the Bison needed. Worm just sent that ball flying. Kamale sending it to the corner. Baysox in trouble, but King's going to kick it to the other corner now. Here's Kamale. Soloing this entire team over Relief Bot. Relief Bot's going to cross pass it, but King gets it out once again. He's going to dribble it up the wall and just lets it go. Never mind, aerials it. Here's Kamale. Kamale with the save. Cross pass, nobody's there once again. Here's Bottomus. They really got to check if people are there. It's what Worm needs to do. He needs to enter into those pockets. Relief Bot centering it for the other team, and he scores. Bottomus seizing that opportunity. Just gonna boom that ball. They're not ready. Kamale's ready to do something, but that wasn't save the ball, so. Face off won by Bottomus. Whiff! Open net, but King's gonna save that. Here he comes. King dribbling in his own zone now. All three Baysox are on the ball. King sending it for the other team once again. Oh, bar down snipe, and it goes out. Didn't cross the line. Full pressure for the River Cats now. Bone shattering hit by King there. Relief Bot just gonna let that one fly. We talk about consistency a lot. That's not the consistent play that you want from the third man who just scored a goal. Just letting that one roll by him. Of course those are gonna happen, but it's can you bounce back from it? And we'll see here. Face off won by Relief Bot. Head full of steam there, I assume. Here's Kamale. Relief Bot shot, scores, and gets it back. He doesn't want to be on the enemy's highlight reel. He wants to have a highlight reel of his own. Makes it very clear there. Seizes the opportunity in that soft spot, and nobody's there. And then just hits his own guy. Face off, 50-50 taken. Here's Worm backing up on the ball. It's the favorite of the River Cats. That's our favorite move of all time. You can see Kamale do it. You can see Worm do it. Hopefully we can see Relief Bot do it today. But he's already got two today, so I don't think he's going to change up the strategy one bit. Huge pinch? I don't know what that was. Huge ball movement there. Kamale centers the ball. Nobody's there. Buddy bounce off the ice pod. Here's King now. Shot off the post. King's going to try to take this ball. Still can't get it out of the zone. Kamale's putting on a dominant performance in the O-zone. Worm. Going to take a shot. Scored. I don't really know what happened there. King's just going to try and get it out, and Worm just steals the ball from him. Takes a 2-1 lead. 2-1 lead. big shot going 40 miles per hour in the net. 3-2-1 and we're off. Face off. I assume won by Camille. King's going to immediately kick it into the River Cats zone, a rare occurrence tonight. Physical play by Bottomus, centers it. They're going to get it out, though. There's a shot. Saved by Bottomus. Holy freaking crap. Am I seeing this right? Are my glasses on right? I don't even have glasses. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Camille can't finish that opportunity. Here's a shot by Relief Bot. Bottomus is going to save that again. I don't know how he doesn't. That's insane. Bottomus is going to take a shot. Scored! Holy heck! That was insane. Look at this. Big time shot. Almost a goalie goal. That went top cheddar. Straight up roofed that ball. That's a big shot from the Baysox there. He's going to be happy when he gets back to his team. He's going to immediately kick it to the River Cats zone again. They have to play cycling defense if they want to beat this team. King centering it. Camille's going to get that one out. He's going to try again. Camille again going to try and save that. Beautiful aerial play by Camille and Relief Bot. Ooh, Isopod trying to do something with it. Relief Bot again, being that physical player that he is. He's going to try and take full force. There's a center. And Camille can't get there fast enough. Beautiful defense from the Baysox. Worm centering. Once again. Camille. Can they get there? It's going to be a no. Worm. Almost getting for the other team. What a save by Camille. Here's King. Taking a shot. It's going to be denied by Camille. King gets a touch, leaves it up for Camille. For Camille. Yeah. Very similar to different pronunciations. There's Isopod driving off the roof. Leaves it wide open for Worm, and Worm's going to seize the opportunity. Textbook goal there. See that from Worm a lot. Just nothing flashy, just taps it in. Face off looming here. Camille's going to win that one once again against Bottomus. Bottomus and King with the friendship play. Here comes King trying to center it. Bottomus is there too early. For once, somebody's there too early. You don't see that too often. Here comes Camille trying to kick it out, but Bottomus denies that. Here's King. Bottomus, can he get there? Camille's going to immediately kick that out and challenge that play. There's Relief Bot now. Kicking in the corner of the River Cat zone. What can he do with it here? It's on the wall. Here's King with a beautiful shot, but it's off the left post. There's Bottomus. Bottomus with a beautiful aerial play. Relief Bot immediately demos Isopod. How is that not an interference penalty? I don't get these refs. Worm's spinning circles around the ball. Something like that. Doing tricks. Does it again. Here's Relief Bot. Trying to dribble it out of zone. He will get that done, but for how long? Not too long, obviously. Back in the corner of the River Cat zone. There's Camille. Relief Bot and Camille both try to get the ball. Here's a shot by Bottomus off the left post. Camille gonna bounce off the car, just gets it straight to King. Here's an aerial. Camille's gonna deny it once again. Here comes Camille, charging down the left side. Oh, something's happening with the camera. Relief Bot. King's gonna get it up in the air. He's gonna try and clear the zone. He gets it done. Full possession. He's got two River Cats on him. Straight to Isopod. He's just gonna let that one roll over him. Straight to the right corner. Here's King with the ball. 3-octane team with it. Battle for it in the corner. It's gonna get scrappy here. Relief's trying to make a good opportunity. Here's Worm. Off the pass. Relief bot getting scrappy in the corner again. Now it's Worm's turn. Huge play. Scramble for the ball, and they're going to clear it. King's going to try and take a shot. Goes off the left post. They really love that left post. Relief bot's going to kick it to the corner of the River Cats zone here. Worm's in goal. He's going to challenge that ball. He's going to successfully challenge it. Still in the River Cats zone. Here's Kamel trying to get it out. Hits the neutral zone as Bottomus whiffs. Isopod. Controlled zone entry here, but not for long as they contest it and get it. Neutral zone. King's going to put in the River Cats zone once more. There's a shot from the Leaf Bot, gets saved by King. Not much of a shot, more of a just D-zone play. Here's King, bounce it off the wall. One of his favorite plays. Here he goes, trying to get a very controlled zone entry once again from his own zone. King just going to leave it in the crease, and shot scored by Kamel. What was that play there? You can't wheel it because the net is not... You can't go behind the net. I don't know what that play was. Sometimes people just make decisions that make you question, are they even able to play professionally? Sometimes. Relief Bot gets the demo against Isopod. He's playing scrappy tonight. He's Relief Bot trying to get a shot. Can't. Trying to kick into the zone. There's Worm off the shot. He's going to get that. Goal again. Beautiful goal by Worm. Just deking out one guy. Deking out two. Off the shot. He fell for it. Just a nice goal. Nothing flashy. But he gets the job done. That's what you want to see. Here they come. Worm's going to win that face-off with 1 minute remaining. There's Isopod. Isopod off the wall. He can't finish. Up, something's going on with the camera. Cameraman, you gotta do something. Bottomus. Time winding down here for the Baysox. Here's Kamel backing up the ball. King's trying to get one more controlled zone entry here. Bottomus gonna kick it to the River Cat zone here. Bottomus, once again, it's Relief Bot. Trying to end this. Time winding down here. Relief Bot and Kamel. Fist bumping. Here's a shot by King! Oh, it's saved! King, keeping it in the air here. And that's going to be over. Sacramento wins. 6-3. What a performance! That's insane. That's not how I expected that one to go in the slightest. Again, it's always going to be the people who you don't expect to do good that do good. That's what I've learned from casting all these games. Like, you can never expect what these bots will do. Getting this replay there. Alright. What a performance. Off of the back of Kamel once again. The first overall pick really makes you know that she's there, and I just can't believe that was a lot of offensive zone time from the River Cats. You usually don't see that much. They're a very controlled team. If they get control, they will not lose it. They have a very strong grip on that control factor. If we had like one of those, you know, in chess, how it's like the little bar that tells you how the match is going. If they have it above 50%, the odds are they're not gonna let that go under 50%. They're very good at controlling the pace of the game. And Relief Bot, what I said, if he plays physical, they're going to win. If they play lockdown defense, which they did more than they needed to on the defensive side of the ball, except whiffing a couple times. Sometimes it makes you question, do they have a playbook or are they just winging it? Sometimes I believe they're just winging it because, like, sometimes you wonder what the heck is the goalie doing. Sometimes it's better just not to know, I guess. But a dominant performance from the River Cats tonight. I thought the Baysox would show in, show out, but no. The physical play from all three of the River Cats, really. The simple plays of Worm, Kamale, dominating the aerial assault of the two skilled players on the Baysox, and just them not performing how they wanted to tonight. But that's going to be it for the stream. Thank you all for watching. And let's see, what's the schedule tonight? Well, not tonight, but what's the schedule for week 3? It will be released on this channel. Monday, May 26th will be the Knoxville Smokies, and they will take on the Baltimore Baysox. As again, Monday, May 6th, May 26th. Then Tuesday, May 27th, Sacramento River Cats, the winners of this game, will take on the Harrisburg Senators at their house. Well, the River Cats will be at their house, yes. Then Thursday, May 29th, to cap off the week, the Las Vegas Aviators will go against the Buffalo Bison to see who will be the last team without a win. Some good matchups overall. I can't wait to see how these will play out, especially the River Cats and Harrisburg. Harrisburg is a super defensively sound team, and they control the pace as well. The two most controlling teams in the league when it comes to pace. How will that play? It will be like a chess match with St. Peter trying to control the defensive end of the Harrisburg zone, and Kamale just trying to keep it in the zone at all times, and just the grinder play from Relief Bot. So it really sold me, just Relief Bot constantly being there, playing physical, getting in lanes, having that stamina to always be there, and never giving up on the play. Except maybe that one time. We're not going to talk about that. I can assure you he probably doesn't either. Worm, just solid play. That's what you can always expect from him. And Kamale, just solid as always. As for the Baysox side of the ball, I think they played alright. Of course, not good enough to win against this dominant performance. The River Cats played spectacular. I think there was a lot of aerials in this game that could have been touched a little bit better. They could have been shot. I think there was a lot of missed opportunities and not a lot of communication from the Baysox side of the ball. But, hey, maybe it's just an off day. You never know. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. Your final score of tonight's game, the Sacramento River Cats 6 and the Baltimore Baysox 3. Again, one more time, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time, May 26th, after the updates, for the Knoxville Smokies as they will take on the Baltimore Baysox. Always remember, Jesus loves you all.